A vampire, Peggy says, as you stand looking over the notes that you've discovered throughout the otherwise vacant home. You stand on the second floor in a house that doesn't seem to be letting you leave. The grandfather clock ticks loudly, echoing through the empty, large home, and the electricity surges through the light fixtures. The only other sound you hear is of Mac chuckling at Peggy's insinuation. What would you like to do?
A vampire?
Well, I read about a sighting of a vampire in one of the books from Victoria Glass that was in the other room. And it seemed like she was describing something that really happened, not a story. And I've never seen it, but I keep thinking with all the facts that we've learned, this family knew something was wrong with their boy. And they kept trying to treat him with medicines, and none of them worked. We saw in the study and in the chest hundreds of medicines. They tried and tried and tried. None of them worked. So I think it mustn't be something that can be cured by modern medicine. Right? I mean, with what we've seen today, you have to start believing in more than what you've known to be real before.
Well, Miss O'Neill, well, I do admit so far we've had very strange incidents. Well, I don't think I'm quite ready to write Brimstoker an apology. He's classifying his work as fiction.
All right.
I'm with this guy.
Fair enough. Perhaps I am jumping the gun here, but we need to investigate more then. Something's not right. I mean, we can't leave. We've tried, and we can't. So, something is going on.
I agree, Miss O'Neill. I just don't think I'm ready to die vampires just yet.
All right. Understood.
Anyone know what kills a vampire?
Well,
Holy water.
A wooden
From
stake.
the books, steak, light,
Sunlight?
garlic. I don't know in real life.
A priest.
I hear wooden stake and I look for a chair to smash.
Oh no, this furniture is very expensive.
Yeah, I'm worth more. My life is worth more than a chair.
Oh,
It can
I-
get
There's
the
more.
also
chair-
several other
Debatable.
doors in this room.
And I
We could
smash
try.
it. I don't know, whatever chair I find, I just smash it.
Yeah, go ahead and make a strength roll.
Alright, good thing I'm strong.
Disrespect your surroundings.
Oh,
that is mahogany!
I failed. I'm not used to such strong mahogany wood, so I like smash it and it just kind of bounces off the wall and it's just like, oh.
I have a similar problem with the table there, Davis.
So the note that Peggy O'Neill showed us was last one was
Could lack of blood have caused desire to taste mine?
when was vampirism disease founded?
Officially, never.
Okay. No, I was just talking about like how whoever was that condition vampirism after when people were like sensitive to sunlight. Trying to.
Oh, there's like all kinds of folklore, but I think like when Bram Stoker's Dracula was published.
Oh, that
I'll
was
look it up.
1897, I believe, because I looked it up because I thought of that Bram Stoker line before this session.
Yeah.
Perhaps they tried to let his blood. That used to be a remedy that they tried to cure various ailments was to bleed people. Maybe that's saying the child developed a taste for blood. They're wondering if it's because they took some of his, or perhaps he lost it due to some other ailment like hemophilia.
currently in the library, right, Carrie?
I think so. Yeah, I think
This
that's
room
where-
was filled with books, but there were
Mhm.
other doors we didn't open yet.
Yeah.
correct.
And there was the locked door, just so we all remember.
Yeah.
Oh, I
locked-
remember.
On the
Yeah.
second floor.
Yeah, and
yeah.
there's a third floor as well.
Yeah.
The stairs kept going up.
I had
So
to write
whenever
this
we
all
came up
down.
the stairs, we went straight ahead, and then there was a door on the right and the left, right? Okay, my memory
we
is
were-
not great.
When I looked at the painting, there were 5 people in it. Victoria and Finley, we found their room. We found a locked room that we presume could be Vincent's. We've seen a master bedroom. Carrie, was Rowena a child, or was that another adult?
Another adult.
Okay. So
From what you could gather from the paintings, Rowena is Arthur's wife.
right. So then everyone's accounted for in terms of rooms. We found a master bedroom, we found Finley and Victoria's room, and we found another room. So we should check out all the rooms up here, but be careful.
I think as a group, we should open the locked door.
You think we're ready for that?
Let me get one of these steaks first. And I smash another chair. Smash.
Make a
Like-
strength roll.
I'm not paying attention to damage right now because I'm trying to still
Ooh.
stay in reality. despite our
41, I got it.
Yeah, you left that. Something was wrong with that other chair, but you grabbed this one and you're able to smash it. And yeah, you have kind of a snapped off piece of the chair leg.
I'll show that kid, business if he comes after me.
Think that's a good idea.
You seem like the type. Sorry,
No, go. I'm done.
I was gonna say
You seem like the type who could beat up a kid.
Thank you. Kids can be jerks.
There's a door, I think, next to the door that I opened where the books were.
Oh yeah, you are in the third floor, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought we were.
Because
Yes,
I chose
so-
left. There was a door on the right and the left, and I think I chose left, and that's where the books were.
Yeah, coming up here, door to the right and the left. There was one to the left and right of the actual staircase, and there was one behind the staircase as you come up. You kind of came up in the middle of this floor.
Okay.
I'd like to open the one on the right.
Okay. You leave the library. You walk over, you grab the door on the right. You open up that door, and you're surprised that the cooler air of outside hits you. You see a very shadowed balcony of some sort up here. It is there's a railing that's about, probably chest high, that goes all the way around it, but you see a balcony with a small table and 2 chairs. On the table, you do see some paper held down by a glass.
I want it, but I'm afraid to go outside again. After what happened last time. Does anybody want to go try to get it?
I'll go get it. I wasn't outside last time, right?
Oh, you're so brave.
I'll go get it.
I'll give her one.
Miss Claythorne, I don't know if going outside's a good idea at this time. The weather is terrible.
Oh, it looked. I won't melt. It's fine. I'm
The
gonna walk
light
out.
coming in.
All right. You walk out onto this balcony. You look over. You see the paper. It's small. It almost looks like a just little scrap piece of paper or something. You take the glass off of it and you grab onto it, and then you feel just the hair stand up on the back of your neck, and you look over, and it's dark outside, but this is darkness like you've never seen. It seems to be moving. It's almost like fog, and you swear you see just shadowed fingers or tentacles or something just pushing up over in between the railings, and you almost feel it start moving in on you. There's this heartbeat in your ears, this claustrophobic feeling, and you don't even realize it, but your own feet are just backing you up back into, you kind of bump into Peggy as you come back inside and shut the door.
Do I have the papers?
You do.
What'd you see out there?
I'm not entirely certain, and after what I've experienced tonight, I'm not sure I want to know. It was darkness, but more.
Similar to what I saw when I went out. Downstairs.
Was that whenever you woke up on the sofa?
I went out and saw something similar to what you're describing, and then the next thing I knew, I was asleep on the couch.
Oh. And you saw something like that beforehand? Did you see anything else?
Carrie, I can't remember. Wasn't there like an eye? Did I see an eye blink?
Yep.
Alright. It was like a big eye outside when I went out. It was like a monstrous eye up in the sky.
Oh. Oh no. What does the paper say?
Someone left for somewhere on the 4th and expected to be gone 2 months. Well, we've got a while to wait.
Who
I don't
invited
believe I
us
want to
here?
stay. Well, I was led
What
to
did you
believe
just say?
I said, who invited us here?
I'm going to have you make a sanity roll.
That's what I get for asking questions. I'm supposed to roll
Under.
less than? Yeah. Yep. I did not. That was a 67.
Okay. You ask that question out loud, but you hear the question echo
Who invited us?
in your own head for a moment, almost like you were talking into your own headphones, kind of. It was just this weird echo, hearing yourself, and you blink, you close your eyes for a moment, and there is this moment where all you see is a piece of paper below you with just quick scribbling of Arthur Glass humbly invites you to the Glass Manor, and then you see them push that one aside and write another one. Arthur Glass humbly invites you to the Glass Manor, pushes it aside, writes another one. You are going to lose 3 points of your sanity.
Love it. Love it. Yep. I genuinely do love it. This is what I'm here for.
Embrace the madness.
But I didn't like, I just saw the papers themselves. I couldn't see who was writing or anything.
Correct. It was in like your point
As
of
if
view.
I was writing it? Okay.
Yeah.
Getting.
Hey, you okay there, Rose?
I'm not sure. It's almost as if I wrote those letters. But no. I know I didn't. I don't know what's happening.
Is there another chair up here that hasn't been smashed?
Yeah, there's at least one chair that hasn't been smashed.
That I
Yeah.
failed to smash, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't smash it, right? Perhaps you should sit down.
Yeah, I would pick it up from it. It's probably laying on the side. I'd pick it up and just set it down nice.
All right, there's one more door. Who's brave enough to open it? She looks at Ezekiel.
There are actually 3 doors up here.
Oh, there's 3 more still?
Yep.
We could open all 3 at once.
All right.
It sounds like a terrible idea.
Or we can do it together.
We on the count of 3.
So, looking
That's
out
what she
of this library, you have a door to your right, a door to your left, and a door on the other side of the staircase.
Gary, if I wanted to do a hidden action, I wanted to pull my knife out without anyone looking. I want to also tear a piece of paper from my notebook, slice my finger open, and let the blood soak into a piece of paper.
Okay. You can. You have 2 options. You can make like a stealth check for that, or you can wait until everyone leaves the room.
Well, I have stealth, so I might as well roll it at least once.
Go for it.
My stealth is 70,
Nice.
and I rolled an 11.
You're sneaky,
Ooh.
sneaky.
And for anyone wondering, this is what the knife looks like.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I want to do that. I'm just gonna let the paper soak up enough of the blood so my finger's no longer bleeding.
Okay.
And then just clench my hand. I'm gonna take that blood-soaked piece of paper. I'm gonna neatly like put it away in my back pocket, just so I have a blood-soaked piece of paper on me.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yes. And I'll let you know what I want to do with that when the time comes.
Noted. All right. So what's the plan?
Ezekiel, do you want to open up one of these doors? We'll do it together.
I suppose.
That's a no, but sure.
I don't really want to.
If I
I
have
will.
to.
I'd hold my pistol out, like pointing at the door.
Okay. Which
Um,
door?
Yeah, your choice, Ezekiel.
The one behind the stairs.
Okay.
If anything comes out, don't shoot me.
Are you the one physically
Yeah,
opening
I'll
the door?
open the
Okay,
door.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't worry, I got you
Um,
covered.
All right. So Ezekiel, you grab onto this doorknob, turn it, and you open up this door to reveal a long hallway. Impossibly long. 6 doors on each side, but it just doesn't really make sense for the layout of the rest of this house. It looks very much like a hotel of sorts. Looking down this hallway, it ends in a brick wall, and there are 6 plain white doors on each side of this hallway.
I'm gonna close the door. Go to one of the other doors that we haven't opened yet.
Right.
What?
Like, let's go in there a different time.
So
Well, that's
which
an option, isn't it?
Yes.
which door now?
What doors haven't we looked in yet?
Well, we have when you were first coming up the stairs, you have one to the right, one to the left.
Left.
Okay. So you close that door and you just immediately turn and start walking towards one of the other doors.
Yeah, we
um,
both silently just walk to the other door. We don't even say anything.
You're like, uh-huh. mhm.
Yeah, the rest of you just see the door open, the door close, and then just turn and walk over to the other door. Okay. Opening up that door. First I'm gonna have you make a listen roll.
Oh no.
Both of you can if you'd like.
Oh, I would love to.
I'm not good at this.
Failure.
Nope.
Okay. So do
But
you
I
open the
don't
door?
hear anything. I think we're in the clear.
I did not.
All right. So you just open the door?
Yes.
Yeah,
But the
you walk
hallway
over-
was bad.
You walk over, you grab the doorknob, you open up this door, and looking inside, it's a fairly large room. You see a pool table, you see a cards table, poker chips, a mini bar, ashtrays, cigars, and cigarettes in the ashtrays lit. That is
Oh,
what
now
you-
we're talking.
That is what you see from this doorway.
Is there alcohol at the bar?
Yes.
I have to make a personal check real quick. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna go over and pour me a
All right.
glass.
Yeah, there was no like little bar downstairs, and you thought that was really weird for such a rich guy's house. So you're so happy to see this bar up here, and Ezekiel just walks in, heads over behind the bar, and starts pouring himself a drink. You watch as Ezekiel puts the glass down, starts pouring. What's your drink of choice?
Bourbon.
All right, starts pouring bourbon into this glass, and as soon as the glass has any amount of alcohol in it, and he sets the bottle down, you all hear music begin to play.
Oh no. Ezekiel's gonna put his glass down without taking a sip. Walk over to Mac. That is not a good sign.
That's really weird circus music.
Mac, did you step into the room?
No, honestly, I was just waiting to see if he would die before I did.
Okay,
Good to know
so
you care.
while so Ezekiel, you put the cup down, or do you take the cup with you?
No, I'll take the cup with me.
All right, you take the cup with you. You start walking around the bar to come back toward Mac, and you hear the sound of the pool balls clacking as if they had been hit. You look over, nothing around you is moving, but then you hear a creaking, like wood creaking. You hear loud wind outside all of a sudden. That's when you notice there are windows in here, but all the curtains are drawn to closed. You just hear this constant creaking and shifting of the wood.
I think this is a worse room. I'm just
going
gonna
on
leave
in
and close the
there?
door.
Ezekiel walks out with a glass in hand. Mac, what are you doing? You saw this. You actually
Did I hear the music or anything?
you heard the music. Yes, you heard the music, and you probably wouldn't have heard anything, but Ezekiel's reaction, looking around, you kind of listen harder for things, and you can hear almost like a very muffled wind and muffled pool balls clacking, like it almost sounds like it's happening, 4 rooms away.
Honestly, just what's going on in his mind is he's being very cautious right now and seeing these things, and it's just like, file that away for maybe later. Just close the door. Maybe we got to come back to this one later. I don't know. I don't see the
Alright.
way out through here, so
Wait, what happened?
there's some kind of circus music or something going on in there. Anything else that I missed, Ezekiel?
Music that you didn't play.
No, I didn't.
Apparently a bar. So why didn't you go in?
Ask Ezekiel. Look at him. He's all messed up.
Ezekiel's
Ezekiel,
just
what's
staring
going
at the
on?
glass.
All right, Peggy's gonna go up to the door, fling it open, and call, "Is there someone in here?"
2 things happen at once. 3 things. A dog barks.
That scared me.
Did you hear that?
The dog has great dramatic timing.
Does.
2 things happen at once. 1, I need Ezekiel to make a sanity roll.
Yeah, that's what I
And
thought.
2, Peggy pushes open this door and asks if there's anyone in here. Peggy, I'm gonna have you make a spot hidden roll.
Okay, I was gonna ask, when everyone's attention is distracted on something, like in a moment like this, I was gonna try to sneak away.
Sure. Make a stealth roll.
Hey, I get to use my stealth.
Oh, interesting. I like that. I just barely passed on the spot
Okay.
hidden.
So,
I'm gonna push this roll, Carrie. I rolled a 93 out of 70.
ooh, yeah, go for it.
I rolled another 93.
Oh no.
I'm not
Great.
stealthy.
Fantastic. We're gonna get back to you. As for Peggy, you look into this room. You ask if anyone is in here, and you see one of the curtains move, almost like they were pulled back and then closed really quick once you looked in.
I think someone's in there. Something's going on. This is not right. Someone pulled the curtains back just now. Someone's playing music or pool. This is.
You think we're dealing with an invisible man now too?
And it is at this time when you hear the sound of Ezekiel's glass hit the floor and shatter. As you were looking into this glass, what was your sanity roll?
I got a 66 out of 45.
Okay. As the liquid inside swirled and turned to a dark crimson, and this iron taste fills your mouth, and you drop your glass, and as it shatters on the floor, you see blood stains just push outward. The rest of you, it's just bourbon.
Just staring at the blood.
Yeah,
Kid can't hold
Ezekiel,
his liquor.
You're gonna lose 4 sanity.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Ezekiel?
I will say, with that sanity loss also, Ezekiel, you hear a voice, like a whisper in your mind, and it just says, "Why'd you let it happen? Why'd you let it happen? Why'd you let it happen? Why'd you let it happen?
You all right?
No, I don't. He's just clenching his fist. I need to sit down.
Yeah,
Where are
Ezekiel.
all the chairs?
If there are no chairs available, he's just gonna
No.
sit on the floor,
It's fine.
away from the blood.
I would have stood up about the time that he dropped the glass.
Yeah, he's just gonna quickly walk over and just sit down.
Okay.
All right. I closed the door to that other room. I think
As
you were
you
right.
as you turn to close the door to the room, the door's already closed.
Oh, shite.
And now we're gonna look over at Brian.
Oh,
You had this urge to sneak away, to move away from the rest of the group. And you turn toward the stairs, and as you go to take your first step down, you're standing in some sort of rec room. There's a pool table. There's a bar. There's a record player that starts playing in the corner. The same song that had been playing a minute ago. You hear glasses being filled with liquor. You hear wood creaking. And you see one of the curtains just kind of move as if it's blowing in the wind.
I would
What do I do?
probably keep his back up to the door, trying to keep as much as my vision on the whole room.
Okay.
I'll even at this point draw my gun for the first time, and I'll back up to the door and try to turn up my hand back while looking at the room.
As you grab onto the doorknob and you're trying to turn it, and it's it's stuck. It doesn't even really feel like it's locked. It just feels like it's not moving, and you're sitting there and you're trying to turn this doorknob, and that is when you see something trickling from the curtains.
I will start kicking the door with the back of my foot. Hello?
You're slamming your foot into this door, and the trickling it gets quicker and quicker, and you realize it's water. And the moment that you're realizing that, you see the curtains have completely disappeared, and outside is an ocean. You're underwater. This entire room is underwater. You hear the creaking of the wood, and that's when you realize it sounded like you were on a ship. You hear the glass crack. You hear the glass crack in every window. And then it shatters. Water rushes into the room, flows into this room, slams down. You feel the waves slam into your knees, slam you further, harder onto the door. And the door just won't open. Make a sanity roll for me.
Oh boy, those have gotten so much better for me since I've lost so much. Yeah, that's 85 piece 5, so I don't think I made it.
Okay. Let me check something here.
Is there
Don't start,
Predesnikov?
Bradley.
Roll a d10 for me.
Oh. Five.
Okay. All right. So, I need you first to mark that you have lost 6 sanity.
Oh.
As you have slammed back into the back of this door, this entire room fills with ocean water. You can taste it. You breathe some of it in, and you're trying to cough and you're trying to breathe in air, but it's just ocean water. You're gonna drown in here. And there's this moment where you know you're going to drown, and then the door opens and you fall out. The rest of you, Peggy, you turned towards the door was closed. You kind of looked around at everyone else, and then you hear just banging on the door, and you hear Brian shouting from inside. You reach over, you're trying to open the door, but he's fighting the doorknob on the other side, and there's this moment of you shouting, just trying to get him to let go of the doorknob so you can open the door. And then when it finally opens, he pushes through, stumbles. It's a good thing that Mac was standing right there, because as he comes through with just so much force, almost knocks Peggy over, almost knocks Peggy off the stair railing. It's so much force as he is pushed through this doorway. Brian, as you stand up and you look over at Mac, you see your father.
Immediately hit him in the face. I'm sorry. I'm on edge right now, and that's the last thing I needed to see.
Yeah, you look up and you see your father holding onto your shoulders. You go to hit him?
Yes.
All right, go ahead and make is it brawl?
Is it an opposed roll?
I believe it is.
If you would like to dodge, yes, you can do that.
Is it dodge or just brawl versus brawl?
I think you can take dodge or brawl.
Yeah, it'll depend on what you want to do, I suppose.
If he punches me, I'm punching him back. That's
Great.
That's how Mac operates.
Yeah. Brian will say, "You son of a bitch!" Wing. That's 51 out of 40. So it depends on what he rolls.
Yeah, how are the opposed rolls in this? Is it like Delta Green rolls or different?
Well, if you both failed.
Because I just got 14 out of 70, so.
Yeah, you're the one that succeeded out of the two of you anyway, so. Yeah, so how does Mac handle this as Brian just takes a swing?
I stop his fist and I just give him a good clock.
Like face or gut, or what are we going for?
Right in the face, but not like super hard, just like hard enough to try to like get some sense into him.
Yeah, and it does. It as soon as you are hit in the face, Brian, you look back up, and that's Mac.
Brian will like do a double take where I'll rub both my eyes. I'm not gonna do it because I'm wearing eyeliner, but does that, and I'm like, fix my tongue, be like, Mr. Sorry. And I was like stumbling my words. I'll look back at the rec room. Is there like water? Am I wet or anything?
Yeah,
like,
is he covered in seawater or?
No.
What in the hell was that?
I don't know. It's getting fresh with me.
How did you even get in there?
What just happened? Are you okay? Are both of you? Why did you hit him?
Yes, that.
I was in a panic state, and Mr. Davis has a very familiar face.
Well, what does that mean?
Mac, I'm gonna have you make a sanity roll for me.
Oh man, why did I ask a question?
Just don't say anything.
Stop talking.
Stay here
Ooh,
for
I
2 months.
succeeded.
Okay.
It was close, but I succeeded.
So there's this moment where, you feel the pain in your fist from just that contact of that punch, and there's this sound, this echo of the grandfather clock downstairs. Tick, tock, tick, tock. But you drown it out for now.
I look at my buddy that just punched me. And I
friends
go,
for.
and I say again, what do you mean I got a familiar face?
Well, in my panic state, I recognized you as somebody else and tried to attack you for it.
Who'd you think I was?
I believe that's my business.
I just like stare at him.
I'll stop staring at you and go to fix my outfit.
Mr. Waxfield, why were you so panicked?
Well, because I was in a room I did not recognize, and in my panic state, I believed I was drowning. It's really quite simple when you...
So yet another example of seeming teleportation and hallucination. All right, no one go back in that room. I don't even know if I should suggest that we open the remaining door on the right. But we're no closer, I feel, to being able to get out.
I think we should.
All right,
I'll do it if you'd like.
I'll go with you.
Okay. I'm gonna walk over and put my hand on the door and slowly open it.
All right, you open up this door and you see a sink and a bathtub and a wardrobe of some sort, or some sort of like linen closet or something.
Oh, there doesn't seem to be anything in here. Just appears to be a restroom.
Let's walk in and
Maybe there's more meds in the cabinet?
Yeah,
okay,
check for meds.
Let's check.
Okay. You both walk in. You see the mirrored reflection of the medicine cabinet. You open it up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Open the medicine cabinet. There's nothing. It's completely empty. No medicines, no, simple bandages, nothing. There's nothing in here.
What about turning the faucet on in the sink?
Yeah, you reach down. There's running water.
back off.
You said that there was like kind of a cabinet.
Mm-hmm.
Can I look inside of that?
Yeah, you turn around, you grab onto the cabinet, open up the doors, and you see a body folded up, nice and neat. And I'll have you make a sanity roll.
Me checking things. It's going well. It's going so well. Let's use different dice. That is a 69, which nice. But no.
Okay.
69 out of 44. I don't
All
think.
right. You are going to lose 1 sanity. As you're looking at this person folded up, all nice and neat, you recognize the face, and it's the butler that let you in.
Oh damn.
Peggy.
Right, I come over.
You see towels.
I see some linens. Nothing out of the ordinary.
You look away, Rose. You look at Peggy, and you look back, and it's just towels.
What did you see?
It was the butler.
A body.
He was folded up. It was the butler. It was.
I believe you.
We didn't even get his name.
Was he covered in blood?
Mm-mm. No.
Strange. So very quickly, I'll go look over in the bathtub.
Yeah, you take a step over, look in the bathtub. It's empty.
All right, let's get out of here.
What'd you find in the bathroom? Anything good?
There was another. Miss Rose saw another body, another hallucination of a body, which brings our body total to 4, I believe.
Where was the body?
There was a cabinet. I opened it. It was the butler's body, only it was folded up like one of the towels that are actually in there.
Rose?
Peggy has a second thought and walks back in and just opens the cabinet one more time to check.
You open up the cabinet. It's towels.
If I shake the towels out, is there anything in there?
Yeah, you kind of reach in, kind of move some of the towels around, and there's a moment where out of the corner of your eye, you see something in the mirror of the medicine cabinet.
I'll turn back really quickly and look.
All right, you look over at the mirror, and you see yourself, but you see your mouth is moving. As if you're trying to tell you something.
What is it?
You move closer.
Yes.
You walk over, kind of put your hands on the sink, and you're looking at yourself in this mirror. And the mouth is moving in a way that doesn't make any sense, and the eyes are wide. It's just this strange, bizarre moment of staring at yourself, but that's not you. And the mouth moves. Go ahead and make a spot hidden roll for me.
Oh, failed. I want to try to push it.
Okay.
I passed that time.
Okay. You lean even closer to this mirror, and you see the mouth moving. And once you can make it out, you can almost hear it. You can almost hear the whisper in your own ear. It's saying, "No way out, no way out, no way out, no way out." I'll have you make a sanity roll for that.
Failed.
You are going to lose 4 sanity as you blink and it's not you anymore. It's, for a moment, your old friend. And once your eyes widen, you kind of step back. The face twists and turns, and then you have to get out of here. And you just turn and you rush out of this bathroom and you run into whoever is waiting right outside.
Ugh. Do not go in there.
Look, we should just have a policy, stop looking at towels.
Stop looking at everything, more like. There's a curse on this house. I don't know anything else, but I know that. We're all seeing things that only we would know about. Something terrible is happening that's keeping us here.
So then how do we beat it?
I don't know. At this point, we either go down and confront what's in that room, or we go down that hallway to who knows where.
Since we're already up here, why don't we go down the hallway?
All right. I'm willing if everyone else is.
What else we're gonna do?
Good point.
Leave?
Okay, so we're heading to that hallway
Yeah.
as a group.
Yeah.
Ezekiel has not got up from the chair. Has been writing in his notebook this entire time. He has not noticed anything that has happened.
Okay.
Hey, you coming along?
Where are we going now?
And remember that other door that you opened before you opened?
Yeah,
the
that
other
was.
door?
Should have gone in that room. That was probably a
Going
better
that way
idea.
now. I'm sure everything would be fine.
No, it won't.
Honestly, I don't think we get much choice where we end up.
And
If the house wants us somewhere, we'll end up.
That's true too.
probably.
At least in my case, I go downstairs, I end up in a fucking rec room in an ocean. And I'm like, just throwing my hands up and like, very exaggerated, and I'm like walking towards the hallway with the group.
That scene, by the way, gave me some Matthias flashbacks. I was like, oh no.
Oh no.
All right, let's try this hallway.
All right, head over. Open up the door. You see a long hallway with 6 doors on each side.
6.
It's a great number.
Do the doors look different in any way, or are they all identical?
They are all just plain white doors with like bronze doorknobs.
I'm gonna
We'll do. Oops, sorry. Guys.
listen at the first one.
Okay, make a listen roll.
I failed 76.
Yeah, you kind of put your ear up to the door. You don't hear anything. Mac, you again hear that fucking clock just tick, tock, tick, tock. It's getting louder. You hear it echoing so fucking loud from downstairs. You are on the 3rd floor. Why is the clock so loud?
That's what I say, basically. Why is that damn clock so loud?
Do any of the rest of us hear it?
Did you hear that ticking?
No.
It's pissing me off. let's just open this door. And then like I turn the knob at the door.
At the first door here, you open it up and you see it looks very much like sleeping quarters on a ship. Very, very small room, bed, dresser, table.
Looks like a stateroom in here.
Any dead bodies in there?
I don't see any. I close the door. I go to the next room, open the door. I'm not waiting. I'm just doing it.
Yeah, open the next door, same thing.
Same thing. Click.
Peggy, are you looking into these rooms at all?
Did you close the door of the first one?
Yeah, I left it open long enough to kind of look at it, but if you didn't look in it at
But
that
yeah,
point.
if he's opening, then yes, I'm looking in.
Okay. You're looking into, and in this first room, you see some sort of book under the oil lamp in the first room. No lamps are lit. It's dark in every room. The only light is like light that comes in when you open the door.
That would pique my interest. I would go look and see what the book is.
You kind of push in. After Mac turns to go open the next door, you kind of stop the door from shutting, push it open. You walk in, you move the little lamp and pick up the book, and it's very familiar to you. And as you're holding it in your hands, you're fairly certain it's your copy.
I open it, and I quickly start thumbing through the pages looking for my own annotations.
Yeah, you find them, but they look ancient. Go ahead and make a sanity roll for me.
Yes.
I succeeded. The
Okay.
16.
All right, so you don't lose any sanity, but as you're flipping through them, you hear like a shuffling in the bed. And you kind of slowly turn your head to look over, and you see the bed is made. The sheets are tucked, but underneath the sheet, you see a figure. Tucked, made into the bed, and it just kind of moves a little.
Body.
Yeah.
Is it the size of an adult?
Yes.
So before I do anything, I would like to call out into the hallway and say, come in here and tell me if you see what I see. I'm seeing a body shape.
I
Just
walk
throw
into
it
the
out.
room.
Who looks in? Who goes in?
I'll go.
I
in.
will I would assume I'm a little bit further away, so
Mm-hmm.
it'll take me a beat or two before I get there.
Yeah, so Rose will step in, and then Mac will kind of be in the doorway, and the other two are like, no.
Sorry.
Perfect.
You are pretty
love
brave.
Yeah, you look in, and you see a body tucked into this bed.
All of us do.
Yes.
Shit.
You're like, I wasn't in that.
All right. Look alive. And I pull the sheet back.
And I poke it with my stick. Eh.
All right. So as you go to poke this body and you grab onto the sheet to pull it, as you pull the sheet away, you see laying there in this bed something with a just completely twisted, contorted face. And as the sheet is pulled away, it sits up, it looks over, and it lunges at Peggy. So, in this instant, what would the three of you like to do?
I would like to try to shoot it.
Okay.
Draw my pistol.
I don't think I have any sort of weapon. I don't think. I wasn't given that weapon that they found.
I was wondering about that.
We didn't do that. So
Oh,
I am looking around for a lamp or something to grab.
Okay.
Anything I can pick up to wield.
Okay. And what is Mac doing?
So I would assume that, or the way I pictured it, Mac was using the stick to poke with his left hand and would have the pistol in his right hand. So as soon as this thing got up or sat up, he would shoot it.
All right. What is everyone's dexterity?
35.
60.
Nice knowing ya.
I have a 50.
All right. So Peggy gets to react first.
Right, I'm gonna draw my 38 special and just shoot it.
All right.
So I can try. Come on. I succeeded.
All right. So Brian and Ezekiel, you hear everyone come look at this. Like, tell me if you see what I see. Two people go in, and not a moment later, there's a shout and the pop of just a gun. It kind of lights the room for a moment.
Are we a part of initiative now since we heard that?
Not yet. I'm giving this little round
Gotcha.
first, and then just for cinematic purposes, that is how that played out. You're just watching like I'm not going in there. Pow! So you watch this bullet slam into this figure's chest. And as it does so, it doesn't even slow it down. Slams into the chest, it lunges forward.
Okay.
Alright, it lunges forward and it is going to grab onto Peggy's shoulders. You watch as this entire form and figure twists. The leg twists around like it shouldn't and is used as like a second set of arms to just hold on to Peggy. You watch as this entire figure is just wrapped around Peggy's torso. The twisted face right in Peggy's face, just backing her up against the wall. She kind of slams into the wall there. And you just see the fingernails starting to just rip at the back of like Peggy's shoulders. Peggy, you're going to take 2 points of damage for this.
I don't even know how many hit points I have.
Might not have any. I only have
Okay.
11.
2 points of damage. And Rose, you are up. There is a lamp. There is a lamp right there on the desk. Like they just passed the desk, slammed into the wall. You look over. You can grab that lamp if you'd like.
Yep, I'm gonna grab it and just try and slam it down on its head.
All right. Make a brawl.
Okay. I don't have anything written for brawl.
It's base 25, but it's a fighting brawl, so it should be after fast talk in your list.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's 25. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, that's a 10. Okay, sorry, I was thinking D&D rolls for a second. Yeah, 10. So, I at least hit it. I don't have. There we go. One
Have
D3,
lamp
that's just-
damage. What is lamp damage?
It says
Like
damage
a club? Is there like
It does light damage.
1d3 plus DB.
That's
Damage bonus.
yeah.
I assume you don't have one of those.
I don't think so. No.
Be
It's based on your
surprised.
size.
Yeah, no, I do not. So
I have a good one.
that would be 1d4 minus 1, right?
Yeah. A 1 minus 1?
What?
It wouldn't do no damage. It would be like a minimum of 1.
Okay.
So, but if
I
you
give it a little tickle.
So you grab onto this lamp, slam it up against where the back of its head was a second ago. The glass kind of shatters. You hear glass clattering down to the floor. It's not moving. It's just clutched onto Peggy.
Oh no.
Mac, what is your reaction to this?
Am I allowed to draw a weapon and attack in the same round?
Sure.
So I basically just drop the wooden stake I have, I don't know, just instinctively, and I'd reach into my jacket and I'd pull out my straight razor, kind of flip it open, and then I'd try to grab it like from behind and slit its throat.
That sounds fantastic. Let's roll for that.
Let's see if my roll is as good as my description. Yeah, it's a 48. I have a 70 brawl.
Okay.
So my straight razor is 1d4 plus 1d4 because my bonus size thing.
Nice. Peggy, I'm gonna have you make a sanity roll as well.
That's an 8 max
Ooh.
damage.
I failed that.
Okay, I mean, that makes
How
sense.
can you not? Yeah.
Okay, so Rose, you watch as Mac just comes up behind this creature, this thing, this figure, grabs onto its just twisted form of a face, pulls it backwards, takes this straight razor and just slices this thing's throat. You watch as blood begins to spray all over Peggy's face as this being, this creature is yanked off of her. Peggy, as this blood showers you, there's a moment where you're not even sure where you are. It's almost like this out of body experience. You're sitting in your reading nook and everything is fine. And then you blink and you see the blood spraying as the body is just pulled away and kind of tossed over, just slamming into this desk. You are going to lose 3 points of sanity for that one. The body hits the dresser, and Mac, you feel it kind of limp for a moment and then snap back with its neck just sagging and dangling as it goes to look over and try to see you. It is still up. Brian, I will have you roll into this initiative if you would like, or let me know what your dex is. And Ezekiel, yes, you can make that sanity roll.
Okay, good.
My dex is a 60.
Okay?
So I got a 10. I'm good.
Okay. What is your dex?
60.
No, Ezekiel.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
You're fine.
My dex is also 60.
Great. Okay, so back at the top of this initiative round, Brian and Ezekiel, this all happened so fast. You hear this chaos happening inside of this room, and before you can even move to attempt to do anything, you notice every single door in this hallway is open. And standing in these doorways are bodies under sheets.
Oh my god.
I'm just gonna shoot one.
I'm also gonna have my gun drawn, but I'll also be backing up towards the hallway door that leads out.
Ezekiel's been at the hallway door this entire time.
Okay. All right. So
he's not walking.
Basically, you're both at the hallway door, like ready to book it out of here. But you are gonna take shots at these beings.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
It is also Peggy's turn with this as well, but we'll handle the hallway first.
I was gonna say, I hope that the shots are loud enough to give us warning what's happening.
So I got an extreme success.
Ooh. I'm rolling my shooting now. I got a 19 out of 40, which is
Fantastic.
a hard success for me since it's half of my skill.
I'm gonna roll damage on the first one. If it does nothing, I'm gonna continue shooting.
Perfect.
I got 7.
I'm gonna roll damage on mine, Carrie.
Are we shooting the same one or 2 different ones?
Carrie, I didn't say which one I'm shooting. I'm just shooting randomly at one.
I'm just shooting the closest one.
Yeah. For damage, I had an 8 plus 2, so I did 10 damage.
Okay.
I would hate to be trapped in a room with all these things around.
If my bullet did nothing to the closest one, I'm shooting it again.
The closest one is still standing.
Okay.
Did we both shoot that one?
Yes.
Okay.
That is another success. But not an extreme this time.
Okay.
That's 8 damage. I don't get a plus to that.
Okay. So, you're both shooting at the closest one. So all of this is happening at the door on the left, but the door on the right is where this closest body is standing, and both of you just turned with your guns and just started firing. One shot slams into his chest, another shot slams into part of its face. The third shot slams into it, and you kind of see it like stumble backwards and almost like trip over the sheet that is over it, and it stumbles back and falls, but you see it moving like it's still trying to get up.
Did it fall into the room?
Yes.
Then I'm shooting one of the ones that is not.
Sure.
I want to shoot one that's closest to the room they're in.
Okay.
There's another success. 2 points of damage.
All right, so you turn to the opposite side of the hallway and fire at the one in that doorway. You see it slam in. You see a little bit of blood on the sheet, but that's about it. Peggy, what would you like to do? As you hear, you've got blood all over you, and then you hear gunfire just open in the hallway.
Is Max still in here?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm just gonna shout to him that we need to run. Like basically just get away. And I guess I wanna shoot it one more time just to try to push it farther away.
Okay.
So I'll try. Okay, so I succeeded on that gunshot.
All right, I will say for this one here, you probably don't even need to roll damage on this guy. He's been hit a little bit, but pushed over onto this dresser. You see it kind of fighting, struggling. It's turning to look at Mac, and you see its arms like starting to come up. You notice its elbow is in the wrong direction. It's the wrong way, but it's still up and reaching for Mac. And as it reaches up, you just push up your gun and fire. It hits, and you see this figure kind of topple into the dresser even harder and kind of almost like spin as it crumples down to the floor.
Okay, so then I want to run out, but I heard the gunshots outside, so I'm gonna be careful to make sure I don't walk into gunfire.
Yeah, you step out and you look, and you're able to see Brian and Ezekiel, terror on their faces as they have their guns aimed down this hallway. And one quick glance, you can see all of these creatures in these sheets.
So I'm just gonna say, everybody out! Everybody out, run!
All right. Would you like to run? Does Peggy go to the door?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Peggy exits this room, heads over. Do you stand with Brian and Ezekiel, or do you kind of go past them?
I'm gonna keep going as far as I can to get out
Perfect.
of the hallway.
Okay. All right, now, Rose and Mac are still in the room, but Brian and Ezekiel watch as every single one of these figures and these sheets step out of their rooms. The one that was shot down is still kind of struggling to get back up. It's just kind of twitching around a little bit. But every other figure steps out of the room at the same time, turns towards you at the same time, and then they begin to sprint.
No!
You watch.
Not fast zombies. Come on.
You watch as they just slowly turn, and as they sprint, the sheets are kind of just like pushing out wildly as they're just running at you. Let me make some rolls.
No,
Oh, no.
Don't make any rolls. Don't make rolls.
I hope they trip, because they got these sheets on them. You know.
Yeah,
Do
let's
they
just
get
hope all of them-
disadvantage for grabbing sheets?
I am going to have Brian and Ezekiel. I'm going to be generous. I'm going to give you a choice here. Technically, you've already used your action this turn. But I will allow you to have a dodge action if you would like to forfeit your next turn. What's your choice?
You can't do this to me. I don't know. Oh. If I take the dodge action. Oh.
Yeah, just keep in mind you'll still have to roll to dodge, so.
Yeah. A 30% or a 40%. I don't want to take damage. Dodge. I'll do the dodge, Carrie.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that dodge.
I'm gonna roll that dodge.
Ezekiel's like, I'm gonna wait and see how this
I'm gonna roll an 80.
What'd you roll, Brian?
I rolled an 87. Oh,
Okay.
no.
goes.
What you doing, Ezekiel?
Doing great.
Wipe that smug look off your face.
Man. I thought about taking it and just closing the hallway door and just leaving them to their own devices. No, I want to take the dodge.
I'm not good at dodging. I'm dodging.
Dodge buddies.
I got a 12.
Okay. All right. So, here is what happens. All of these figures in these sheets sprint toward Brian and Ezekiel. And there's a moment, you may have pulled the trigger a couple times, you're not really actually sure, because in this brief moment of absolute panic, these figures in these sheets sprinting for you, one of them slams into you, Brian. Slams into you and pushes you back. Peggy, you have left the room, and as you're turning, you see one of these sheeted figures pushing Brian. And it's this moment of, it's almost surreal because you're like, but I left the hallway. Like, you shouldn't be able to be out here. And there's just this moment of this weird crossing of lines as this sheeted figure pushes Brian. You watch as it pushes Brian all the way to the stair railing, and both of them go over.
No!
Ezekiel, you manage, as one of these try to grab onto you and do the same thing, you manage to like hold onto it just right, and it pushes you over to where you're like up against this door instead. You're holding it back. It's still on you. The other ones are sprinting as well. One of them sprints out, does not notice Peggy at all. Sprints out, and then you just see it just hit the stair railing and fling over as well. The other ones that were running out, more in the back, they seem to have just stopped. Mac and Rose, because you them perfectly clear, they have just stopped right outside of your door, and they are just staring at the one that is fighting with Ezekiel currently. And
So
they are just
to clarify, we're looking out this room, seeing how many of them do we see? Because
in this doorway, you probably see maybe 4 standing in the hallway, just staring.
and they'd be like kind of, it's like we're staring at them pointed like sideways. Yeah. Like
Correct.
it's like
Yep,
like we
and
can hang out
that
here
is-
forever.
That is their turn. Brian, we will get to you in a moment.
Poor Brian, I'm sorry.
No,
Rose.
we don't have to go to me.
Rose,
Fine.
you're up.
Oh no. I'm sorry.
I don't know what to do. I don't want to alert them up to my presence. Rose is just gonna.
You don't have I mean, you have like a lamp, right, or something?
Yeah, I got a lamp.
Just like looking at her.
I'll pass. Oh, okay. So if I can do this in the turn, I would pass her the straight razor
Sure.
and then pick up the thing. But now it's your turn if you want to run out there with your straight razor and go crazy.
What am I? There's 4. What am I supposed to do with?
You also notice the creature on the ground is beginning to twitch.
Oh, I was gonna say we should stay in here.
All of you get
but-
out. It will,
I'm gonna go slam the door closed.
Close the door.
You're gonna shut yourself
In
in.
this room,
Yes.
I would say, Rose, that might not be a good idea. I think that thing's getting up and we're gonna be stuck in here with it.
I would rather be stuck in here with it than out there with 4 of them.
I understand,
Rose-
but we've only got so many bullets and there's only one escape route.
Worry about that in a second.
Rose, do you close the door? The door closes.
Okay. I'm assuming not much time passes between her doing that and the creature twitching, right?
Correct. It is also now pitch dark in here.
Pitch
Oh.
dark.
Oh,
Could you open the door? I can't see a goddamn thing.
Turn on the lamp. Turn on the lamp.
It's a little broken
Well, if-
at the moment.
If Rose doesn't open the door, I pull out my Zippo, I flick it, so I have a little bit of light. I
Okay.
walk up to the creature and put my gun against its head and pull the trigger.
Okay, so you flick the lighter. It lights up the room a little bit, and
Yeah.
you go towards the creature, and it's not there.
Rose, could you please open the door?
can I?
We'll get back to that in a moment. So, back up at the top of the round. Brian. I'm going to have you make. I am going to let you choose which one you want to roll. You can roll a brawl or a dodge.
I'm gonna do brawl.
Okay.
There's money, no whammies. 21, baby, out of 40.
Okay. So, I'm gonna have you do that one more time.
Oh,
Oh.
bigger money, no whammies. Of course, I have an alarm set for random time. 75 out of 40.
Okay. How many hit points do you have?
12.
Okay. All right. So what happens is this figure slams into you, pushes you backwards, flings both of you over this railing. There is this tangle of sheet and limb as you are just tangled together with this thing. You slam into the stair railing on the next floor down. The stair railing itself, like, snap. You hear something snap. You're not sure if it was you, the creature, or the stair railing. And as that snaps, you topple over and you fall even further. And as you land on the floor of the bottom floor of this house, you're going to take 8 points of damage.
Oh,
Phew. Ooh. You're
Ooh.
still alive though, right?
8
I'm
points of
still
damage. And as you're laying there, like the breath is knocked out of you, and I'm gonna say you probably don't have. Oh, you gave up your turn anyways, so
Yep.
that works perfect. You're just laying there with the air knocked out of you currently.
Is the thing
Ezekiel?
moving?
You are standing there like in shock of what just happened, and you are just trying to hold this thing away, and that is how we're resolving your you giving up your turn, is you're just trying to hold this thing away from you. Peggy, you're up.
Can I see the two body creatures that went over the railing?
You rush over to the railing, or did you see them, or can you see them?
Yeah, can I? Like if
Yeah,
I look
yeah,
over
you-
the railing, can I see them down there?
You rush over to the railing, you look down, you just see Brian.
Okay, so I'm gonna call to the people in there. Get out! If you get out of there, they disappear when they get downstairs. They can't follow us. You just have to get out of there.
Can we hear that?
Make a listen roll.
All of us?
That is
Because the door is
fair.
shut. No, you can hear it for sure, Ezekiel.
As you're
You-
playing.
You just hear Brian let out a raspy. Great.
And I'm gonna run down the steps and try to get to Brian
Okay.
and help him.
Alright, you start rushing down the stairs.
I'm gonna
I-
spin.
I
luck
did
to
hear
pass
that.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so both of you hear Peggy's words. It is now my turn. And Ezekiel. So this creature holding you, its face is twisted, and you see it kind of twisting into something else. And as it twists, you see it twist into a very familiar face. And the face is decayed and pale, and they look at you and they say, "Why did you let this happen?" And I'm gonna have you make a sanity roll.
Oh joy!
That's a 70.
All right, so you are going to lose 3 sanity as this person you once knew is holding you and just staring into your eyes with the deepest hatred. Rose, what would you like to do?
Well, I guess I'm gonna try to reopen the door since I heard Peggy say for us to get out.
Yeah, you open up the door, light comes in, and there's nobody in here. Nobody in here with you.
Are there still bodies out?
As you step out and look into the hallway, you see Ezekiel standing there with a blank stare. There's nobody else in this hallway. Mac, you hear tick, tock, tick, tock. Louder. It's almost like drowning out the sound of people talking at this point.
Gotta get out of this damn place. So
We are
I
at-
s-
Yeah,
Oh,
we are
sorry.
out of combat, so anything anybody wants to do at this point.
so Rose opened the door. I go out there. I don't see anybody. I guess I'd probably say, where's that Brian kid?
He's down here.
I'm gonna
Run.
moan in pain.
Run to the stairs and look
Yeah,
down.
Does anybody know first aid?
So,
I raise my hand while moaning in pain.
Just
So,
the base amount.
Mac and Ezekiel would be the last ones out of this hallway, correct?
Can Ezekiel move right
Probably.
now?
Yeah, you're just kind of standing there, but as people are moving and you have to kind of be ushered away from the door in order to close it in the first place. So there's a little bit of movement, but I'm assuming you're wanting to shut this door.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you move to shut it, you're closing it, and then you just see on the other side of it, the hallway is filled with figures in sheets. And you just let the door latch.
No, I go in there. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I close it. I'm like, do not open that door.
I think I broke something.
I'm gonna try to do some first aid on Brian. I'm not great at it, but I'm gonna try.
I'm not incapacitated, you would say, right, Carrie? Or anything?
No.
You just
oh,
broke
I passed.
everything.
I got a 22.
What just happened?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm going to need all of you to make a sanity roll for that entire situation.
Got it.
Hey.
Whew, I'm fine.
Passed.
83 out of
I'm
29.
not fine, but I'm.
I failed.
Ooh,
I passed with a 3.
I also
Wow.
got a 3.
you had a 17. I'm
Heck
rolling
yeah!
really well.
Yeah.
Those that failed, you lose 2 points of sanity for that. Yeah, so what are we doing now? Are we all downstairs? Did we reconvene, like, by Brian as we're helping him up off
Well,
the floor?
Ezekiel would have mean he'd slump against the door, staring at the floor.
When we were in that hallway, did we see if that hallway had an end?
It did.
So it was just those 6 doors on either side. There was something I saw. I know we've been hallucinating a lot, but the reason I walked into that room was because I saw a book that was familiar to me. It was my book, the book I always have with me. And as I say that, always have with me, I think to check my bag to see if my copy is in there.
Yeah, you quickly start looking through your bag. It's there.
It looked like, and I assume I dropped that when I got attacked, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I saw it. It was mine, and it had all of my notes in it. Only it looked old, like centuries old, like an antique. And then I saw the figure in the bed. I don't know what it means, but
I don't know what to make any of this. I'd like to make a note that is, or actually I should ask, is Peggy covered in blood still?
Yes.
Yeah, so you're just sitting there talking and you're just drenched head to toe in blood.
thanks for
You
thanks for
might
saving
wanna
me.
wanna clean up a little bit.
You're right. I'm sorry.
I mean, that's not the first time I had to do
I
something like
recall that
that.
there were some towels upstairs, but I don't think I want to go back in that room.
I was about to say I am absolutely not going to look for a towel. I'm sorry.
Is there like a rug or a doily or something that just grabbed its?
I'll go into. There was a bathroom on this floor, right?
On the first floor, there is a bathroom, but you haven't gone into it yet.
Oh
Or on
lord!
the second floor, right? Or what? Aren't there 3 stories?
Yeah, the third
We're on
floor,
this-
you did not come across the bathroom.
Oh, there was the room that had the sink in the bathtub.
That was the third floor.
Yeah. So on the second floor, okay. I thought Rose saw a dead body in a.
It was in a
Oh, that was
closet.
like a closet. Oh, were there any towels in there? Linen.
There were linens, I think.
All right, I'll open that closet door up and see if there are
Yeah,
any
there-
towels.
There are towels.
All right, I'll take one out and just start mopping myself. I'm not too phased by blood. I've seen a lot of dead bodies and had a lot of blood on me in the past, but this is a lot. And I'm not really keen to meet a vampire covered in blood. Try
So
to get as much off of it as I can.
while Peggy's doing that, I'm gonna go over to the big grandfather clock and I'm gonna knock it over.
Make a strength roll.
Okay. It's loud and it's driving me crazy.
Rose
Hey,
doesn't even have the energy to get mad.
Yeah, I was actually gonna. Sorry.
I did it. I got 62 out of 70.
Okay, yeah, you walk over, grab onto the grandfather clock, and just push it over. It slams down, you see it just breaking into pieces, and you see a key clatter into the floor.
I guess I pick it up.
Yeah, you pick it up, and
Did you see there was a locked door? Oh, there's the one upstairs too.
One upstairs was locked by a
Oh, it was a
bolt.
bolt. Okay, it wasn't.
Yeah, the kitchen was the one that was locked, and I tried to lockpick.
Also, Carrie, remember that big trunk of drugs?
Sorry, I was gonna say Brian wants to go check to see if there's painkillers in the big trunk of drugs.
yeah, you would find painkillers in the big trunk of drugs.
What- yeah.
I will ask, do you go by yourself?
I guess I'm up there, so I could go with you.
Yeah, if like if somebody's nearby, I would mention it, but I wouldn't think about it if no one was nearby.
Yeah, so like Peggy, you're walking out from getting cleaned up and you just see Brian limping upstairs to go into one of the bedrooms, and you just kind of follow him in. You see him just looking for painkillers.
This may be a
Everyone
bad
feels
time to
good, yeah?
medicate. Sure thing. What?
So the rest of us were we assumed to have walked downstairs at that point, right?
I think so. I mean, unless you have any other specific place you wanted to be. But the grandfather clock is downstairs. I think Ezekiel's still on the 3rd floor,
Oh Lord.
just sitting there by himself.
That
Why
would
don't
be
we try
correct.
collecting everyone?
Oh,
Rose,
I thought
you
he
wanna
came back down to the 2nd floor. Sorry.
Rose, do you wanna go with me and get that one guy?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
He
Mr.
looks
Blaine?
like Huh?
Mr. Blaine?
Yeah. I don't know. Ezekiel, I think he might be shell shocked.
Yeah. I'll go with you.
So we would head up there then.
Yeah, as you're heading upstairs, Mac, you hear tick, tock, tick, tock, and you kind of glance over, and the grandfather clock is destroyed.
God damn it. That's all I say.
Yeah, you head upstairs, collect Ezekiel.
Hey kid. Get up. You alright?
Teal just looks at them and is, it's not my fault.
I'm sure it's not. None of it's our fault.
He somberly stands up and follows them.
Attaboy.
I'm pretty sure I'm older than you.
I don't know how. I was just assuming.
I'm flattered.
Okay, old man.
I don't know how old Mac is.
All right, do we all convene somewhere?
Yeah, as Brian and I are walking back out of the master bedroom and we look at the bolted door, I just want to listen at it to see if I can hear anything going on. in
Sure.
there.
Sure, make a listen roll.
Hey, we're at the bolted door. I'm gonna take out the bloodstained piece of paper,
I failed.
and I'm going to
Also
slide it
covered in-
under the door.
covered in-
Yeah, I'm thinking like I wouldn't like the whole paper wouldn't be soaked, most of it would be, but I slide it in and hold just the part that isn't, just under the
Okay.
door. I'm not trying to hide it this time. I tried to hide this earlier and I ended up in the rec room.
Trying to tempt it.
Yeah, and
Just hypothesis.
Hmm.
the two of you sit and wait for a moment. Nothing happens.
I'll let the paper go, sit, and it's still half under the door.
All right, let's go find everyone else. I think we should stick together right now.
I do believe that is best.
As I'm basically leaning against you for a little support.
What happened? I'll take one of those painkillers myself.
I'll hand her some. And whatever the doses say, I'm going to take double the dose.
Yeah, let's go into this adventure stone. That's yep. Mhm. Yep.
You guys didn't fall through 2 flights of railings. Let's I need some little help right now.
Backers.
That's fair.
I got ghoul scratches on my back.
My back hurts.
It hurts.
Could I ask, could I make a first aid check on myself taking the painkillers?
Sure.
Ooh, 16 out of 50. So that gives me another 1 HP because first aid is terrible compared to medicine.
Yeah, you pop a few pills and takes a little while, but you start to feel a little better. You're still limping, but you feel a little better.
Still limping. My arm, I can move my arm all the way without it's like stop.
You hear it crunching the whole time. I can move my arm.
Those pills
Yeah.
are great.
And where are we now?
I would like to reconvene with everyone downstairs.
Yeah, we'll do that as well.
On the way downstairs, Ezekiel is going to turn to Rose and would you like a way to defend yourself?
Yes.
I'm gonna pull out the 38 special. Do you know how to use this?
I mean, I've shot one once or twice. It's not something I'm fantastic at, but
Do you know the one rule that I have of shooting guns? Don't point at something if you don't want it to die.
I was about to say aim it far away from you, but I suppose that
That's fair. That's
also
all. That's it.
encompasses that.
I'm gonna give her the gun.
Could I get my lucky straight razor back then, Rose?
I'm gonna look at it. Is it still covered in blood? Because I did not. Yep. Yeah, you can absolutely have this back.
Thank you very
As
much.
we get to the bottom of the stairs, I'm just gonna be like, what the hell happened to the clock?
It had an accident.
Yeah.
Rose, do we have to keep destroying clocks?
I say to Roosevelt.
I didn't do it. I would never harm a beautiful grandfather.
You
clock
would
like
harm Mr. Davis's beautiful pocket watch.
that. I was testing a theory, although admittedly, reflecting back, it did not really tell me if an excessive amount of time passed. I was just trying to see if maybe a few hours or minutes passed. If I had a thought.
I say it's all on water under the bridge right now. We got bigger fish to fry.
Mac, you're finding it hard to control the volume of your voice because you're talking over the ticking in your ear. So the rest of you notice he's kind of talking a little louder than normal.
Why are you shouting?
It's just so loud in here. I gotta speak up to make myself heard.
I thought it was
What-
pretty quiet.
What are you
Not
hearing?
hearing anything.
Ticking of the clock. You don't hear it?
I'm gonna look down at the broken clock.
I don't believe we do, Mr. Davis.
Have you tried covering your ears?
I do that.
You cover your ears and it gets worse. You hear it louder. Just this, it doesn't even sound like the ticking of a clock anymore. It's almost like gunfire in your ears. And then you feel yourself pulling a trigger and then you snap out of it as you uncover your ears.
But I didn't actually pull the trigger, right?
No.
Okay. I said
Good.
making sure I didn't shoot anybody. It's not good. It's probably one of these fantasies everyone's suffering from.
Are you still hearing it?
What?
I just want to grab him by the shoulders and look him in the eyes and say, "It's not real."
Yeah, I know that, but I still hear it.
You have to tell yourself it's not real.
It's not real. Do I still hear it?
You do, yeah.
Miss
Thanks for the
Sullivan,
advice.
Don't think we can say that anymore. After encountering bedsheet creatures, I don't know about you, but I feel pretty firsthand they were real.
As I'm like limping forward into the conversation.
Were real, but then they disappeared, so I don't know. Does anybody have any bright ideas what to do next?
We might have to open that locked door.
What do you mean?
The one with the
One in the
whatever.
kitchen.
Well,
Did you
no.
find-
The
No way.
one that's upstairs.
Ah, that one.
The 2 locked doors.
The 2 locked doors.
We don't even have a key
Find
for
it-
one in the
Did you
kitchen.
find a key?
Yeah, I didn't know who was there that saw that, but I have a key. I don't know where it goes.
All
Well,
right.
there's only one lock.
Well, let's try it.
Before we leave this room, you'll see Brian take a seat for a second, like somberly take off his hat, look down.
Do you think we're all in hell right now?
And I'll look to the group.
Certainly feels like it.
Yours is as good as mine.
Were you a bad person in life, you believe?
What's bad,
No.
really?
That's the question.
I've made mistakes. But no, I've been good.
I like to believe I was too, but we're all ended up here somehow.
And I'll get up if we're going to the kitchen now.
I would be a little nervous about opening the kitchen one because the way it was Brian's tools, right? That got stolen from him.
Yeah, I did say there was a whole church choir in there.
Yeah, that
section,
would
I
freak
believe.
me out a little bit.
In that
Does it-
case,
Does that door seem like it goes outside?
You don't really know. You can't tell.
I say we go to the bolted door then.
All right, and save this for
Yeah,
later.
we'll see what fresh hell we find in this room and then move on. Unless anybody else has any other opinions.
No, I think I agree. Especially with what you thought you saw and heard beyond the door. It could be similar to what Rose and I experienced in the sky, on the outside.
We might end up in another room like the upstairs hallway.
That's right.
in which case,
Right.
we close the
So
door.
let's just go on up there then. What have we got to lose at this point?
All right. And we hard cut to the 5 of you standing right outside of this bolted door.
I have
And
my
we
gun
all
out.
have our guns
Yes,
drawn.
I was about to say, yep. Like we're all lined up, guns at the door. We're like,
Who's gonna open it?
First, I'm gonna knock.
You knock. Nothing.
Nothing.
is the bloody paper still under the door where I left it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna open
Whoever's
the door.
in there, we don't want to harm ya unless we have to. We just want to talk. I'm opening up the door now. If you don't want me to do that, tell me now.
All right. So you slide the bolt. Slide the bolt. Turn the knob. You open up the door. And you see a bed. Looks like a hospital bed. You see a table beside it. You see sick room. There's a sink. It looks like maybe it was the bathroom to this floor, but you see a sick room. And it's empty.
Ezekiel's going to immediately start looking for bandages.
So you head inside?
Yes.
All right, you head in. You begin looking around. Go ahead and make a spot hidden roll.
I'm good at that.
We heard something in this room before, right?
Oh, I can't remember. Did someone hear something in that
That
room
is a
last time?
hard
Yeah.
success.
Okay.
I do remember
Okay.
one of us hearing.
So, as you are looking around in this room, Ezekiel, you find bandages. You also see they're sitting up on a tray on a table near the trash can. And looking into the trash can, you see empty blood bags. You also see a few scratches on the walls by the headboard on either side, almost like someone was maybe tied up, scratching at the walls. You see prescription medication on the table, and you see a box nearby. It looks like a package. It is addressed to Dr. Glass. You can see Arthur Glass's name on it.
First, I'm handing the bandages to Brian. And how many bandages are there? Is it just like a roll?
Yeah, it's just like a roll of them.
Well, then I'll just let them pass it around. And I'm gonna take the package. I'm not opening it yet.
Okay, as you lean down to take the package, you actually realize it's already been opened. And it's light for how big the package is.
I will take it outside, and we can
Okay.
open it all together.
All right. Ezekiel comes back out into the hallway.
I guess if Max saw Ezekiel go in and not get killed, he would just go in and do a look.
Okay.
So can I do spot hidden too?
Yes.
I'm looking primarily for jewelry, no, or clocks. I'm really into finding this clock.
I gotta find the clock in the.
Okay, so that's a 33 out of 70. So
Okay. So let me ask you: is your goal to find something valuable?
I guess at this point, like I said that as a joke, as a clock. I mean, I would be looking for the source of the ticking, or something dangerous, or something just interesting, like a book, like to pass to the book readers, or just anything that just get us out of here. Like,
Okay. I would say the only thing that catches Max's attention in this room would be the prescription medication.
yeah, let's take it.
Yeah, you take it, you kind of look at it. The name on it is Rowena Glass.
Okay. Is everyone watching me?
I assume they would have more of their attention on Ezekiel right now, as he's walking out with the box.
Like, I wouldn't be sneaky about it, but I would just put it in my pocket.
Okay.
It's like it doesn't matter to me.
All right, Ezekiel walks out. There's a box in his hands.
We should probably open this
Yes,
less
I agree.
open.
Go ahead.
A different area. Not
Yes, I
in
agree.
the hallway. I'm just gonna open it.
All right, you open it up, and there is one single unused blood bag, but it doesn't have anything on it. No markers, nothing to identify blood type or anything like that.
I'm just gonna close the box.
What was that?
Blood.
Whose blood?
I don't know.
It's starting to make sense with the note we found about losing blood. Perhaps someone had a disorder where they needed blood transfusions and then developed a hunger for blood.
Did any of the blood bags in the trash can have any labels on them?
No.
Do we think this was where Vincent was kept?
Maybe.
I really don't know what to think anymore. I'm at a
There was
loss at
some
this point.
there was some medication for Rowena in there.
Really? Can I see it?
Yeah, as long as you give it back, because I might need it later.
Sure. Does it say anything besides her name, like dosage, what it's for?
Did you just pick up one bottle, or did you pick up like all of them that were sitting there?
I just picked as many as would fit in my pockets. Because
Okay,
I
yeah,
just
there's
give
probably
you-
like 3 different.
I was gonna say, let's just give you a character insight. Like, I was just probably gonna, like, if it comes down to the end, I'm just gonna OD on the pills.
I also thought something similar to that.
So we're all thinking it, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we're all thinking.
We're all gonna
it.
be people under sheets in that hallway.
No.
So, anyways, I have a lot of pills.
I
I
was-
pull out like 5 pill bottles.
Yeah, looking over them, they are fairly common prescriptions. You see different, just more powerful painkillers. You see some of them are more used for like sedatives for sleeping. Nothing stands out to you with them, but they're all for Rowena Glass.
I would like to go into the room and sit down on the bed. And is there anything there, like comfort item, like a stuffed animal or blanket or something like that that would be meaningful to the person who slept there?
Make a luck roll.
I passed with a 49.
Yeah. As you're looking around, trying to find anything meaningful at all, you kind of give up, and there's a moment where you put your hands. Oh, are we all still here?
Yes.
Oh, it told me my connection was unstable, so. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're back. So you put your hands down on the bed to kind of sit back up, and something falls from underneath the pillow, hits your pinky. You look at it, and it's a locket of some sort. It looks like a little locket necklace. You open it up.
I open it.
Yeah, you open it and you see a photo of Arthur and Rowena.
I would like to hold it in my hand and up to my heart and say, Rowena, are you here?
You don't sense anything.
So then I will say, Vincent, are you here?
Nothing.
Is anyone here?
I'm here.
One more
We're
time.
here.
Is there anyone here?
The moment that you ask that, all of you begin to hear whispers. Just whispers overlapping each other. None of them make any sense, but they sound like they're moving. They're moving up and down the hallways. All of you make a listen roll.
Oh boy.
Ooh, I got a 2 out of 70.
For the first time I passed.
Fail.
Okay, those of you that succeeded, you close your eyes, you're focusing on these whispers, these voices, and they're all saying the same thing. Just a different ways, different accents, different pitches of their voice, whispers, different sound levels. Like you're able to focus on one in particular, and that's when you realize they're all saying the same thing. They're saying, we're trapped here, we're trapped here, we're trapped here, over and over and over. And then the whispers get louder right in your ear, and then they stop and you hear this ringing. And I have all of you that heard that make a sanity roll.
Oh no.
Failed.
That would
Oh, my sanity.
7.
Meanwhile, I'm just like, all I hear is that ticking clock. I'm just
Yeah.
walking around.
I actually passed the sanity roll with a 15 out of 27.
Oh,
When you go mad,
those that-
you don't go back. Sorry.
Those that failed, you lose 1
Oh.
sanity. Yeah, and Mac, that clock is just getting louder and louder and louder, and there's this moment where you just need it to stop, and then you look down and your gun's in your hand.
I put it back.
You lower. You probably don't put it. I think everybody had their guns out, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, your gun is like raised up, and you just kind of lower it back down, not aiming it at anything.
we have noticed that.
No, I think you're a little concerned with whispers right now.
As soon
I'm
as all
going
the
to put the
whispers
locket
stop,
on. I'm going to wear the locket.
Okay.
as soon as the whispers stop, Ezekiel's just gonna go, fuck.
I think a lot of people have been trapped here for a long time.
What's the... Ezekiel's gonna go down the stairs and just sit on the couch. Or the
Yeah.
slump in. Just
I'm gonna go look at the mirror.
I kind of want to get a drink at this point, but I don't want to go into the rec room.
Oh, go! I dare you! I want to see what
Fine,
happens.
and Brian will stay loudly. After
No,
drowning in an ocean, I'm gonna go have a drink.
I might join you.
Okay,
What?
so Brian and Ezekiel are heading for the rec room to go get a drink.
Ezekiel's going to stay downstairs by where the big mirror is.
Oh, okay.
He's just
I'm going for a drink.
spouted. I might be up there in a minute.
Okay, gotcha. Rose is looking at the mirror. What is Peggy doing?
Peggy's hanging back in this room for a little bit. She's like not quite willing to give up on it yet because we waited so long to go into it.
Split the party.
All right, and Mac, yeah, you just hear the ticking, like loud gunshots. Every time it ticks, you flinch.
Well, I mean, I'm kind of, I don't know what to do. I guess.
You can make a luck roll if you want.
Yeah. What is my luck? Oh, my luck's only 30 because I'm very unlucky apparently.
From what
Let's see here. 11. I've been rolling so good tonight. 11.
Wow. This ticking is just so loud. Every single drawn out tick that sounds like it echoes like a gunshot, and you just feel that key burning in your pocket.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, I would probably still be by Peggy because I wouldn't want to leave her alone in that room with the lock, or bolt. Hey, Peggy, I think this key might mean something.
Mean.
It feels kind of like it's burning right now. It might be connected to the ticking. I don't know.
You're feeling a strong pull to use it.
I guess I feel like it's maybe it needs to be used. I don't know.
All right. I don't want you to keep suffering with the noise, but I'm nervous because our instincts have been what have led to doom so far. But I won't leave you alone. I'll go with you.
All right. Let's try that kitchen first. Maybe it'll work in there. Otherwise, I don't know. Maybe there's some other door we haven't found yet.
All right.
Okay, so Peggy and Mac head for the kitchen. Rose is standing in front of the mirror. Ezekiel's close by, probably sitting on the couch. And Brian is heading upstairs to the rec room.
Oh,
Yes,
God.
Fantastic.
Did we see him going up the stairs?
I announced it before I left that I was going to get a drink at the risk of drowning in an ocean.
No.
But we were up.
in that bottle.
If I heard it, I wouldn't have gone anyway. Not going back up there.
Good luck. Nice knowing ya.
Oh, meeting our end. I might as well go out having a drink, Mr. Davis.
That's what I got these pills for.
If you're quick enough for them.
I'll
I
say
actually
that
just-
grimly.
And then I pop one of the painkiller.
Half of us are now high. Painkillers at this point.
That was interesting to come back to.
Wait.
Brian.
Yep.
You head upstairs.
Yep. I'll be writing in my notebook the whole time. Not actually writing notes. I'm basically writing a will and testament right now as I walk up to the
Right.
get a drink.
Wonderful.
Hard idea.
You walk into the rec room and
I'll actually speak when I walk in.
Be like, come for a drink. If you're gonna fuck with me, kill me, or what the fuck ever you're gonna do, at least let me have this first.
And I'll walk.
okay. Alright, so you walk over, you grab your drink of choice, pour it
Yeah.
into a glass. You take
A hard, cheap whiskey if they got it.
Alright. You, as soon as the liquid touches your lips, the room changes. It is now waterlogged, like it is something pulled from the bottom of the ocean. The furniture is destroyed, crumbled in various places, almost as if the room was turned over multiple times.
I've seen this trick. Do better.
You take a
Hard
drink.
drink.
You take a drink and your mouth fills with blood.
I'll look at the. I'll do it like. I remember what happened with Elia, and I'll actually, if you'll let me, swallow.
Make a sanity roll.
Yep. Fuck this house. I'm done.
This does track because he's lost so much sanity already. Like
C8, baby. Out of 27.
You're gonna lose 4 sanity.
Oh no.
He's in danger.
Yeah.
And you're going to successfully swallow that mouthful of blood.
I won't have another.
We are now going to cut over to Rose and Ezekiel.
Oh my god.
Rose, you are... I'm still blown away by what just happened. Hold on.
Yes.
All right. Is there anything specific you'd like to do?
I'm looking to see, does it just look normal? Do I see any shadows? I'm gonna try to like touch it. I know what happens with it now, so I'm just kind of like just staring at it, reflecting on
Right.
what's happened tonight.
Okay. Yeah, you're looking into this mirror, and both of you, Rose and Ezekiel, you feel a lot better being in this room. There's something so normal about this room compared to the rest of the house. You've got the fireplace going, you've got the couches. It's just the briefest little hint of comfort in this room. And as you're sitting there and you're kind of poking around with this mirror, everything just seems normal.
This is... I thought maybe we would see them in here. In this. They're in this house. I don't know.
Ezekiel's gonna go over to the mirror, just look in it for
Okay.
a few moments.
Yeah, both of you are just standing in front of this mirror, just looking, just staring. And now we're going to cut to Mac and Peggy, who walk into the kitchen. You see every piece of food that was in here black, rotten, old. There's kind of a stench to it too. And you head over to the door. Mac, do you have the key?
Yeah, I've got it.
You have the key, and as you're getting closer to the door, the ticking is getting faster, like almost like it's excited.
Excited. I would say to Peggy, this might be the end of the road for me. I don't know. Just feels ominous.
So why are you doing it?
Why not? What else am I gonna do? Why don't we do this? Try the lock. See what happens. Close the door if it's bad.
Right. I'll try not to look so that I can be there to pull
Good
it back
idea.
if I need to.
So I put the key into the lock. And then I turn it.
Okay. Turn it, the door unlocks, and you hear a click, and the ticking stops.
Hey, maybe I don't even have to open the door. The ticking stopped.
Oh, well, that's good.
You know what? That actually makes me think. What if I locked it again?
You lock it back and remove the key.
Yeah.
Tick. Tick.
All right. Looks like it's gotta be this way if I'm gonna stay sane. So then I unlock the door.
Okay. Do you open it?
Yeah, I'll peek.
Yeah, you open the door. It is stairs leading down into a dark basement.
Hey, good news. I found the basement.
Oh, Christ. Can't say I want to go into a deep, dark basement right now.
Me
Is
either.
there any kind of a light?
I got my lighter, but we might want to find a torch or make one. Actually, I guess that's a good question. Is it electrical lights
The
or is it
whole
just dark?
the whole house has been, and I mean, maybe there are light fixtures in the basement, but you don't see anything like for the stairway.
I would like to take out my cell phone and shine it down.
Oh. Let's.
um,
Do you want to get the others to tell them about the discovery before we go off gallivanting around?
I think so. I think they wouldn't know where we went to, especially if the door closed or something.
All right, I can take this ticking for a little bit longer, and then I lock the door.
You don't have to. You could just.
Well, we
close
don't
it.
know if something's gonna come up while we're. Let's just get them and then come back.
All right, if you're sure you can stand it.
I hope I can. You know what? I'll stay by the door. Keep it locked. If I start losing it, I'll unlock it again.
All right, I'll go get the rest of them.
Warn them about the food.
All right. So I'll walk back out. I see Rose and Ezekiel.
And you see them staring into the mirror.
Hello. Mac has opened the door in the kitchen. It seems to have stopped the ticking in his ears, and it leads down to a basement. He's standing by the door guard, but it seems it may be our last option. Hey, has Brian not come back down?
No. Oh. No. I suppose one of us should go get him. I'll go up.
Rose goes upstairs. What do the rest of you do?
Ezekiel, would you like to go into the kitchen with Mac? I feel maybe I should follow Rose up. Just to warn you, there's a lot of rotten food in there. It's quite...
I've seen worse. Ezekiel's going to first pull out his notebook, open it up. Almost dropped it. That's what happens. He's going to look at the page he had just previously written. He's going to rip it out, crumple it up, throw it, and go to the kitchen.
Do I see that?
He didn't try to hide it.
When he leaves, I pick it up real quick and take it with me upstairs.
Okay. Ezekiel heads into the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mac, you see Ezekiel come in.
Where's the rest of the party?
They went to go get Brian.
All right, they better hurry up. I'm not the waiting type.
I'll just run up as fast as I can to try to catch up with Rose.
Okay. So, Mac and Ezekiel, you wait. You wait for a while.
Oh no.
They don't come back down.
The hell's taking them so long?
They probably got teleported somewhere.
I'd say you were crazy before we entered this house.
I would too.
Well, we got two choices. We can go disappear with them, or we can go into the basement.
Uh-huh.
Do you have a preference?
Either way, we could die.
Either way, we'll probably die.
Yep. Can I pull out my wallet? Flip a coin?
Sounds great. Heads, basement, tails, go find the rest of them.
Well, I have a real coin, so I'm gonna do that.
We call that a D2 in the tabletop world.
So heads go down the basement, tails go look for them.
Yeah.
Looks like we're going out to the basement.
Oh no. Hey, question. I know that we don't know this, but because it's gonna drive me nuts, you said that whenever he got closer to the door, the ticking in his head went faster, right?
All right, so we're going to the basement.
2 of us are.
I'm
Okay.
gonna pull out my gun.
All right, you open up the door. Are you using the lighter for light?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold the lighter out in front of you, just enough light to see the stairs as you're walking down. As you get further and further down into this basement, it's cold. And the stairs have a simple, like, wooden railing all the way down, not like the rest of the house that's fancy and elegant. You make it to the bottom of the stairs and you turn in to this rather small basement. It's more like a cellar. And as you're looking in here, you see there are candles lighting up some sort of symbol drawn on the floor.
What is the symbol?
It's hard to tell. It looks like it was drawn and then like smeared away.
I'm just gonna look to.
You do see in the center of this, in the center of this symbol, there is a book.
I'm just gonna look to Mac and go. We're not dealing with this, right?
Well, I mean, what else we're gonna do?
You know what? Right. Fuck it. I'm just gonna go over and pick up the book.
All right, you walk over, you pick up that book.
Do we read this out loud?
I don't know.
Say, Ezekiel, what does it say?
The ritual was completed and everything stayed the same, onto a different method.
So they tried some sort of devil experiment here?
I assume with this book and whatever this symbol used to be, it didn't work.
Can I?
Maybe they summoned what's causing this.
That seems reasonable. Can I do spot hidden to see if there's anything
Sure.
in the room?
Can I do the same?
Sure.
I'm good at that.
Ooh, that was a success. 61 under 70.
Yes, I also got success.
Okay. Looking around, you see some spare candles. You see what looks like some sort of chalk that was used to put this symbol on the floor. Ezekiel, you look down at the book. It's in. Do you have anything in occult?
I don't think so, but let me check. I have the base.
Okay, I'll let you roll to see.
I got 5%.
Good luck.
Let's see. No, that'd be a 70.
Yeah, it is a language you do not recognize by any means.
I'm
There's
gonna
nothing else
take it
in
over
this
to
room.
Mac. You read this.
Can I read it?
You can do the same. You can roll.
All right.
What does the book look like?
I have 5% too.
It is like a black leather-bound book. It just looks very old. It doesn't have anything on the cover.
I can't make hide nor hair this. This is it's probably nonsense.
Might as well keep it. I'm just gonna shove it in my pocket.
Okay.
Yeah, I would pick up some of the candles too, just in case we need them.
Sure.
So while we were looking around, I should have made a note of this, is that, like, you know, I was kind of looking to see if there was any, like, secret, brick that I would push or something, or anything that looked out of place like that, like that indicate there's more to the basement.
It doesn't appear so, and I would even say if you go to the walls and kind of start feeling around, that cold feeling is just like sinking into your bones.
I don't want to overstay my welcome here. I think we got lucky. So, do you want to go find the rest of the crew?
I'm gonna pull out my pocket watch. What time is it?
You look at your pocket watch. The hands are just spinning.
Yeah, I'm gonna see that, just take it, toss it, like, just throw it against the wall, go upstairs.
I'm gonna go upstairs.
Both go upstairs?
Yeah.
All right, I'm
This
gonna have
Claythorn's
all
was
five
right.
of you. All 5 of you. I need you to roll a d6.
What?
You and your
I know.
mystery D6s.
My D6. Oh,
I got-
baby.
I got a 6.
I got a 2.
5.
2.
I don't know if we need to roll high or low, though. Oh, no.
Okay. Chrissy, I cannot tell you how happy I am that you rolled a 4. That's all I'm gonna say right now. And now we're gonna dive into this. So,
Wow, Carrie. Wow.
Mac and Brian. So, Brian, you're suddenly standing in the kitchen. Mac walks out of the basement. Mac, you walk out, you see Brian standing, looking a little confused in the kitchen.
Hey, what's up?
Well,
Where'd you run off to? I was waiting for you all to come down the stairs before I went to the basement. Ezekiel and I looked. Is Ezekiel there?
You turn around to look at Ezekiel, and we're gonna cut over to Ezekiel real quick. Ezekiel, you walk up out of the basement, and you are standing in the long hallway with 6 doors on each side.
I'm immediately gonna try and leave.
You turn around, the door is shut, and you can't get it open. You start banging on it. Now we are going to cut over to Peggy. You stand in the rec room. Horrible water damage in here. Things are destroyed everywhere that you look, and the door is closed. And Rose,
Yes.
you aren't sure where you are, but it's dark. And as you're blinking and looking around, you back up, and your back hits a door. And you start seeing the towels folded up, and the bodies twisted within them as you realize you're locked in the storage closet. And you start breathing heavily as one of the bodies' heads just turns and looks at you.